Hello, this is Mai from the Japan Society of Greater Hartford. I am going to show you how people spend their winters in Japan. There are 4 seasons in the year in Japan. Each season is celebrated with different traditions and customs. Some regions of Japan have very long and cold winters, which only makes their winter more special. Shiwasu. This literally means teachers run, which describes how people are busy in December. There are famous snow monkeys at Jikoku Dani Hot Spring. These monkeys are native to Japan, which warm up their bodies using the hot spring during the cold winter months. You can find monkeys throughout Japan, but you can only find them relaxing in the hot springs in Nagano. These snow monkeys might have inspired this artist to draw this bathing scene in Choju Jinbutsu Giga from the 12th century. Choju Giga is a set of 4 scrolls belonging to Kozanji Temple in Kyoto. It's filled with illustrations of animals doing human-like activities. As I mentioned, December is a busy month for everyone. A Japanese tradition is to do a thorough house cleaning at the end of December. This gets the house clean for the New Year's festivities and keeps the bad luck away. The year-end cleaning is done everywhere, including stores, offices, and temples, as shown in the photo above, where monks are climbing up on the statue of Buddha and giving it a thorough cleaning. Utamaro beautifully captures the end of the year cleaning at the samurai house. I hope they successfully chased the mouse out of the house. There are some fun activities too. As a preparation for the new year, people prepare fresh mochi, which are known as rice cakes. The activity is called mochitsuki. It involves a whole family, relatives, and sometimes even a whole community. During this past year's Japan Society's Greater Hartford's New Year's party, we did mochitsuki. Many of us, including the little children, took turns to pound rice into mochi, and it was super delicious. On New Year's Eve, we eat soba, which are known as buckwheat noodles. Toshikoshi soba, or year-crossing noodle, is eaten to let go of the hardships of the year. You can eat the soba in hot soup or cold dipping sauce. A simple bowl of hot soba noodles is a perfect meal to end a busy month. On the evening of New Year's Eve, many Japanese head to temples. All over Japan, the bells ring at the temple for 108 times right before the date changes to January 1st. This is called Joya no Kane. Hiroshige, the famous Japanese artist, illustrated people visiting the temple in Asakusa. January is known as Mutsuki in Japan. It describes January as the beginning of the new year, as well as the month to spend with family. New Year's is the biggest celebration in Japan. It lasts for 3 days, and many businesses and schools take 5 days off from January 1st. Many houses are decorated with kadomatsu and shimenawa, as shown here. Shimenawa is usually hung on the front door as a good luck charm for the new year. Usually on New Year's Day, we visit local shrines to pray for the health and happiness for the new year. In big cities, it gets pretty crazy with so many people. This is the time where you see more people in the traditional Japanese kimono, which include children dressing up for the new year. This is a typical New Year's dish. Each item in the menu is symbolic in Japanese culture. For example, black beans are symbolic of good health, and fish eggs are for the prosperity of descendants. Perhaps all of the children in Japan look forward to the new year for this otoshidama. It's a custom for adults to give an envelope with money to children. Children receive this envelope from parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles. If you are lucky, some neighbors or your family friends may also come by with an envelope. There are many New Year's special programs on TV. People do not stay at home for too long. Many families and relatives get together during New Year's and play games and activities together. Sarashige's art shows kids that are having fun with kites and games. February is called Kisaragi. It is a month to layer your clothes for the cold winter. In the areas of Japan where there's lots of snow, people make a snow dome called kamakura. It's quite warm inside. People set up a table and spend quiet and pleasant time with family or friends. February 3rd is the Setsubun. It's the day before the beginning of spring in the old calendar in Japan. Families celebrate by throwing roasted soybeans to chase out the oni, which are known as evil spirits. Usually, the father is dressed up as the oni. It is believed that if you eat as many soybeans as your age, you'll have a healthy year. Setsubun is one of the Japanese celebrations that you get to see the shishimai, or Japanese lion dance. The red-faced lion visits door to door, bringing good luck to the household. They bite the children's heads, which is believed to make them smarter. Japan's Society of Greater Hartford had shishimai at their summer festivals and New Year parties. One of the most famous winter festivals in Japan is the Snow Festival in Sapporo. The festival started in 1950 when local high school students created 6 snow statues. Since 1995, Japan's self-defense forces have joined and created massive snow structures as shown here. Now, the festival attracts people from all around the world, and it is one of the biggest winter festivals in the world. By the way, did you know that the Japanese snowman looks a little different? Traditionally, the Japanese snowman is depicted as daruma, as seen by the art illustrated by Utagawa Hirokage. Thank you very much for watching our presentation about the traditional winter in Japan. As you have seen, we have different events that celebrate the Japanese culture throughout the year. We hope to welcome you at one of our Japanese Society events soon.